What's up? What is up, everybody? How's it going? It is Jack Lloyd here. I am super excited because I just got in something very special. I got in my Rippaverse first batch of Yaira goodies. I do have more coming, but the first batch finally made it. There was a little bit of delay there, unfortunately, because of the weather issue, but it did make it, so that's good to see. And if you want to check out what it is that I'm doing regularly, be sure to come on by youtube.com/Jack Lloyd. That's where I can best see your comments. So I love seeing you pop in the chat and say hi. I definitely address those as I go along. So feel free to come on along, youtube.com/Jack Lloyd, and I'll check out what you got to say as we go through this. And I've been really excited for Yaira coming out. I think that's going to be one of their strongest titles. From what I've seen online, I've been trying to avoid the spoilers. It seems like that's already been a fan favorite. People really like the writing and the character and the action, the excitement. So here it is. I finally got mine in the mail. I obviously haven't read it yet. I'm going to, of course, do a little bit of a review later, probably with maybe even this weekend after we've taken a look at it and give a little review. So this right now is just me checking what's on in here, and you get to see what I got to start. And we'll take a look at some of the covers and the artwork. So here we go. Just got to be extra careful here. They got that nice Rippaverse brand tape. Oh, yeah. The ASMR box opening. Okay. So first layer is open. And inside... inside the box, there we go, is another layer. There we go. So we have the comics, it looks like, in a separate bubble wrapped. Ooh, very nice. That's really good of them to do that. And their own custom comic book, backing board, almost somewhat looking like Gemini, but not exactly. Let's see here. You can hear that sound nice. Okay, just being extra careful here. Hey, alums here from Brazil. What's up? What's up? Okay. So this is what I got opened up first. We have the Ripazine. Nice. That does look pretty slick. Looks even better in person than online. That's pretty cool. So I have here, pull this out somewhat carefully. Okay. And in fact, I may even have to slap on the gloves. So I'm going to actually go extra careful on these. Okay. So this right here is the... Wow, that's even thicker than I was imagining. So here we have the Ripazine, and it shows Sydney Bloodruth horoscope predictions, gossip, and more with Lillian Renashi, introducing Salvage PI, a 13-page story. So it's got its own story inside. Michael Copper's Gentleman Tips. So this is a lot of fun. They have this magazine made out to be like it's a real thing. It looks like they used... Looks like it's a comic book standard size essentially, because it's matching a typical comic book. It's not a wide magazine. Wow, that is a slick, glossy cover. Look at that. It's got some nice, thick cardstock almost on the outside, and you can see down there it even says at the bottom like it has a retail price, rated teen $7. So that's kind of cool, like the fade artwork on the back. And they got the kind of background to Rippaverse there in the back. So I'm not going to have any spoilers or open here. I'm just showing off what it looks like and how it feels. It definitely feels quality. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in there. That's going to be exciting to read and check out later. Definitely share it later. But first item up, looking good. Okay. And then I also got, hey, what's up, Mike? Yeah, the magazine was definitely a great idea. Agreed. So we got now here the collector's edition. So this is really cool because it's got, as you can see here, it's got this really nice gold trim up top that makes it feel much more regal and special. You know, it's got that sheen and that shine to it. So that looks cool. I like it. And it says rated teen. It's got a little sticker up top too. The sticker actually says $20 on the front there. That's interesting. Let's see what's different on the back. Okay. So this definitely has a similar back. It's just in a nicer kind of foil sheen. So similar in terms of the design and the words there. And it's got that nice, very cardstocky feel. So it's definitely made a lot thicker, but it's definitely, you know, traditional comic book size in terms of the, you know, width and height. But it's, I guess, made in a little bit of a different way, a little thicker kind of thing. And this one says in the back too, on its little sticker here, if you can see, it says rated teen, $20. Interesting. I think that the color on it really pops with this collector's edition. That was a really great design choice there. That looks cool. I think people are going to be really happy with how this looks here. Awesome. And it says Lillian's Hot Tea Gossip Top Previews are her first 4 books. Michael's Gentleman Tips, just like the first one. So, hey, look at that. What's up, Sheep City? And good to see you here. Thanks for your great work and helping to make this come to fruition. He says he's leaving his in the plastic. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I definitely, well, since I have both, I'm assuming that the interiors in terms of the content's the same. So, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, I won't have to thumb through the collector's edition if it's literally the same content inside. It just has a special, you know, hollow foil kind of outside. And I'll read the first one. That's obviously a common one. But yeah, that's pretty exciting. I'm pretty stoked with this. I find it very inspiring. Okay, so now you got to preview that. Okay, box 2. This one doesn't have the branding like on the other one. You know, the Rippaverse brand. This one has a blank cover. Everything's well packaged though. I mean, it had the, you know, the outer box layer, it had the bubble wrap, and then it had the protectors on top of that. That's high quality customer service there. Okay. Schrodinger's magazine. That's funny. Yeah, you know, it's both the same and not the same depending on whether you open it. Oh boy. All right. Here we go. This is the Yaira stuff. Let's be extra careful. Okay, we'll do this one at a time. Nice and slowly. Keep this out of the way. Got a few other comic items, so I just got to make a little room for it all. Okay. Ba-boom. There it is. We have Yaira. Looking sharp. Look at that cover. Now we're talking. And yeah, I mean, the material also itself feels very thick. I don't know. Did they change? Almost feels thicker than before. Like even better made. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. All right, there it is, naked and out of the package. Is that something on top there? No, let's just be artwork. Okay. So there's the main cover. Looks amazing. The detail's awesome. The ice is awesome. Yaira's awesome. They got that nice detail too. They got the belt blue. And then on the back, they did that kind of fade out look. They got a Yaira artwork here in that grayscale. and it has a description of the comic itself. And it says here, Dr. Sally Rodell is the latest star scientist to consult at Projexus, the company at the forefront of Flores Park invention and innovation. A famed archaeologist and biologist, Sally is also Yaira, an except as powerful as she is mysterious, clearly not from around here, but so worldly it's impossible to determine her place of origin. Yaira is here searching for something sacred to her, but finds much more than she bargained for when she discovers a young girl. Is that Stefania Martinez, who has manifested her same powers? Who is she, and how are they connected? Yaira must act quickly, as this out of control powerhouse mimicking her abilities is attracting all the wrong kinds of attention and bringing the very ones Yaira escaped straight to her. So written by horror film twins Jen and Sylvia Soska, who are awesome, and penciled by Deborah Carita, Yaira 1 dives into the mysterious world and history behind the Rippaverse's breakout Femme Fatale. Deborah's talent for illustrating powerful women brings the Soska sisters' action-packed and riveting tale of Yaira to life for a story that can't be missed. And there you go. Rated teen, $29. Wow, look at that retail price. Officially on their UPC. Huh. Wow. That is really well made. I'm just kind of, I'm not going to do anything with the interiors or any review stuff till later. But just looking at this and feeling this, yeah, I think people are going to be very happy with this outcome. So, okay, that's a great cover. Boom! Now we have this next cover, which was my favorite cover, and it seems like, yeah, it looks just as good in real life and, up close in person. I love the detail on this. It's just, there's so much good going on. The intensity, the action showing the crazy bad guy, all the bugs and stuff, the chilling issue, like even the font's very exciting. So this is cool. Let's pop it open and see how it looks overall. Okay. All right. There we go. Wow. That's something else, huh? I mean, the detail and the artwork and the coloring is excellent. I love that they had the little badge here up top, the number 1. I think that's cool. And they have the Rippaverse Code of Ethics label, making a little traditional comic book style design. I think that's fun. It says first appearance of Stefania Yanessa, Yantoni, and Magus Nuumite, I'm going to guess, or Nuumite. I'll have to see how that's pronounced later, but it looks like it's got similar back to the first, so nothing new here. It's got the same text and the same kind of back. It just has a different front cover. That is cool, though. Super cool. It's another up-close angle. Yeah. She says the camera doesn't do this cover the justice it deserves. Yeah, it's true. It looks really great in person. Like it's the detail on it and just the pose and everything looks superb. Like I love this cover design. Like that's the kind of style I want to get at some point with my own series, doing some fun stuff like that. That's amazing. All right. And now I have another cover. Okay, this is that realism one. Okay. All right. There we go. As you can see here, this cover has a little bit more of like a fantasy high art realism to Yaira. That's cool if you like that in that style. It has the same back, containing the same kind of thing, so it's just the front cover that's different here. But it came out very nicely and well made. Looks like otherwise the same content, which I'm looking at it, I can see. I think this is just at a cursory glance, you know, compared to everything else, because I have every other comic. This clearly seems to be one of the best overall in terms of the design. So no spoilers though, and no detail inside yet. So, but it looks really good. Okay. And last, Brian F. Solari. Look at that. She looks like Gal Gadot. She could a little bit. The full cover. Now, this one's going to be kind of tough to see because of the reflective properties in this, but I'm going to try. Let's take it out and see what happens. Hi. Let's see. I might have to pull back a little bit because it's so reflective. It's very, yeah, it's super cool, and it's raised too. So you can see here, it's got the raised elements with her powers. It's super awesome. That's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, and this looks cool too with the background, the backdrop. Let's see if I can, if this gets clear. There we go. Yeah, I just got to put it really up close so that way the lighting doesn't take away from the detail, because it's reflective. The camera can get a little bit confused about how to read the image. So I got to put it up nice and tightly. And yeah, you can see the Yaira there, and the name is raised. It's like embossed. So yeah, this one I think people will be very happy about. And yeah, the same thing is on the back, but this does have the raised Yaira logo. So it's, you know, 3D. Feels cool. And it's the back. Yeah, the back text is also the same. It does have the same Yaira kind of grayscale in the back. It just same thing, as I said before, because this is hollow foil. The lighting has a little bit of trouble picking it up with the camera because it's reflecting it. Oh, there we go. You can see a little bit. You can kind of see that it's got the same thing there in the reflection, but you got to put it up really close, and then it's like, oh, okay, you can kind of see. Or you can pull really far back. Yeah, it looks great. Oh, and hey, good to see you, DCC. As David. So yeah, this looks great. I think they all came out fantastic. You know, obviously the quality is great. The thickness of the material here in the cover is very strong. So it's, you know, it's definitely gonna be a resilient cover. This is sturdy. And just a cursory glance at the artwork and the lettering, it looks like it's the best yet in terms of what I'm seeing inside. It looks like it's some of the best line work, coloring, you know, and lettering of all the comics that have come out yet. So you can definitely tell that, you know, they've been upping their production and quality control game as they've been going along. It's very obvious in this issue, just having, you know, thumbed through it, that yeah, it's going to be definitely some people's favorite comic yet, for sure. It's going to be, you know, a visual feast, and it seems like, just again, no spoilers, no nothing, just thumbing through a little bit, you can tell this has got some good action. It's gonna draw you along. So it's exciting. Feels good. So this is the I got the print package basically. I got the major covers. I got the Rippaverse, you know, collector's edition, the main one, and in a separate delivery, I'm gonna have some more stuff to review, because I'm gonna have the Dokemon cards coming in And then later on, this won't be for a while, obviously, but I did pick up the Yaira statue. So I'm going to definitely do a video, probably a more in-depth video where I'm actually shooting video instead of a live stream. I'm probably going to do more of an in-depth video on the Yaira statue when that comes out. So it's exciting. It's good times, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think Rippaverse going to continue to please fans and to make people excited about what comes out next. And I can't wait for Gooding and Bloodruth and all that good stuff. I'm definitely going to be paying close attention to that, picking that up, doing some reviews of that too once it comes out. And in the meantime, of course, also working on the next stuff with Voluntarist, which Voluntarist has been going through some big stuff too right now. We just did a big tabling event in DC that was very successful. Sold out of our trade paperbacks, of our issue 1s, of our bookmarks, stickers, coasters. It was super cool. We're working on our first standalone comic book series in addition to Voluntarist, called Voloncap, one shot with this other character, and that's been really impressive. You're going to be excited to see who's working on that and drawing that. So I think this whole coming up second half of 2024 with Rippaverse and Voluntarist, it's going to be really exciting for everybody who's into this indie comic space and into the stuff that's whatever's the opposite of Marvel, DC, and Amazon originals, Amazon Prime doing these days. So it's super exciting for everybody, I think, right now. And it looks like we're all just going to be rolling out release after release after release coming up. So, Rippaverse is going to be killing it with, I think Eric July said, who knows, maybe even 10,000 pages with how fast they're starting to move toward production, and maybe an action figure line, all this other stuff. So it's going to be bigger and bigger than ever. And I just can't wait. Now I'm like, okay, now I want to get off and go ahead and read this and open it up and see what, what's all in there. And of course, read the story too. So it's going to be amazing. Oh, Sheep City says, so this is official. He says, Voluntarist is really good, by the way. Thank you. And he says, the statue is going to be dope. I got a spot picked out for it. Yeah. Not only is it dope, but it's huge. From what I saw, right, it's like it's a foot or so figure. So this is not some like little rinky dink. This is, a McFarlane Toys high detailed Yaira statue that, I think it's going to be insane. So I got it, for my wife, because she would like to have that displayed with her other figures. And so, do a little video with that and her showing it off once you get it, put on a little turntable, that kind of thing. But it's inspiring. It's really inspiring to see how fast he's been able to move with scaling up Rippaverse and getting cooler and cooler products out there. So I'm just, super stoked about that. Oh, and thanks, David. I enjoy Voluntarist. Did a great job. And the Suit Saga bring the next issue. Yes. Well, good news is, the next issue is nearing close, and we have also something special to announce for that you might like. Especially if you like the bonus items in the last campaign with a special artist, we have some more stuff coming out with there too. So I just can't wait. There's so many things I want to show you and tell you about. Oh, and yeah, Yaira and Godzilla. Yes, actually, I will do a picture, maybe video, Yaira and Godzilla, because I do have some good Godzillas. So maybe I'll have like Yaira and then Godzilla and Voluntarist, and maybe I'll do a little something with that. That'd be fun. That'd be amazing. So, all right, well. Take care, everyone. I appreciate you hanging out with me for the stream and checking out the Yaira goodies. I'm going to have to, of course, read it now because I need to tell you all how good it is and let you know what's coming up. And, there'll be some things that might have spoilers. I'll give a spoiler and some things that won't, but I'll tell you either way. And, I'll do that probably with this weekend, covering what's going on with the series and what she likes about it and this, that too. So, oh, and Brian says Soup's appearance, Suit Saga 2, not Superman. The Soups as in you could say evolved people or people who've been affected by the cosmic events. Definitely there's a lot of that going on in there. There's actually a lot of new character revelations in Suit Saga 2 and the suit itself, coming into view. So, all right, thanks so much, everybody. I'll talk.